A public feud broke out this week between Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump, with McConnell saying the president had excessive expectations about how quickly things happen in the democratic process, and Trump pointing out that congressional Republicans had years to come up with a healthcare bill and failed. No doubt McConnell and congressional Republicans in general are very aware that Trump made things harder by making even more unrealistic promises than what they had made, by backstabbing them at various times during the deliberations, most notably by calling the House-passed bill mean, and by failing to provide any worthwhile leadership at all. And other observers were quick to note that, yes, it was congressional Republicans who set an unrealistic schedule and failed to live up to it. Hard to blame Trump for that one. The real winner here, however, is Paul Ryan, who seems to have successfully managed to duck the public blame for the healthcare fiasco despite being at least as responsible as either Trump or McConnell. After all, it was Ryan and other House chairs back in 2011 who pledged to make a replace bill their top priority, and Ryan who failed to do anything like that despite holding a series of ever more relevant jobs in the Republican-majority House. And Ryan, even more than McConnell, claimed the bill would pass right away in this Congress. And then Ryan managed to get something through the House despite knowing it would go nowhere in the Senate, rather than trying to put together something with a real chance of becoming law. In doing so, Ryan protected himself at the expense not only of McConnell and Republican senators, but also probably at the expense of his House Republican conference, who he forced to take a tough vote on something he must have known would not become law. McConnell, I strongly suspect, sees things that way, but there's no point in publicly blaming the Speaker. Ryan's maneuver was well designed to prevent that. And Trump, well, manipulating him. Never very difficult to shift the blame elsewhere is part of why Ryan could get away with this thing, as a long-term way of doing business. However, Ryan's blame shifting is unlikely to be very successful. I doubt he made very many friends during the healthcare process. And HES probably made the next legislative priorities, the debt limit increase and funding for the next fiscal year, even harder than they had to be. Oh, and for a guy who supposedly cares about substance, Ryan sure didn't get any on healthcare. 1. Dave Hopkins is also interested in the tension between Trump and Republicans in Congress. 2. Roseanne McManus at the monkey cage on tough talk from presidents when it works and when it doesn't. 3. Also at the monkey cage, Ed Goldring on UN sanctions against North Korea. 4. Dan Dresner argues that Trump has so far proved the experts wrong on the economy. I suppose that's not wrong, although there are also plenty of experts who say that presidents have little to do with short-term fluctuations in the economy, so those experts look pretty good with Trump neither apparently helping or hurting things so far. 5. My Bloomberg View colleague Timothy L. O'Brien on where Trump learned all about nuclear war. 6. And Jonathan Chait has a suggestion for solving the Donald Trump problem. Get early returns every morning in your inbox. Click here to subscribe. This column does not necessarily reflect the opinion of the editorial board of Bloomberg LP and its owners. To contact the author of this story, Jonathan Bernstein, at jbernstein62@bloomberg.net, or contact the editor responsible for this story, Brooke Sample at bsample1@bloomberg.net.